Secretary Treasurer of Wisconsin State AFL-CIO. Good morning. I want to welcome you all here today, and I want to thank Kevin Dunlap and the Madison Host Committee. Haven't they done a great job so far? I think so. And welcome to the Wisconsin State AFL-CIO 29th Biennial Convention. Over the next 2 days, you'll have the opportunity to learn, to discuss, to teach, and to set our organization's agenda. Tonight, there's a reception. Don't forget about that. You're all invited. And then you're off to enjoy Madison. Not too much. You guys know who I'm talking to. But as I look out over this room this morning, I am truly proud to be part of our labor movement. We in Wisconsin have withstood some of the worst anti-union attacks in this nation. And I'm happy to report the House of Labor still stands strong. The dedication that each of you, as union members and leaders, have shown your fellow workers has kept our union movement strong and resilient. Each day in workplaces across our state, 1,000 acts of solidarity go unnoticed. Unnoticed not because they are unimportant, but because they are woven deeply into the fabric of our lives as unionists. Despite the many challenges facing organized labor in the 21st century, your ongoing commitment to economic justice and union rights for working families has not been shaken. And I'd like to take a few moments to acknowledge what we've accomplished together. Look around the room. Look around the room, brothers and sisters, and give you and each other a round of applause because, brothers and sisters, you deserve it. Unity. Unity is the theme of our convention. And I'd like to begin today by asking you to consider what the term unity really means to us all. The dictionary offers two definitions of unity. The first is the state of being in full agreement. Brothers and sisters, I'm sure you'll agree. That is definitely not always the case in the House of Labor. And I'm sure that you can think back to a time or two when you have not seen eye to eye with another affiliate about an issue or a politician. But that doesn't mean we give up and take our ball home. Democracy is tough. Democracy takes work. And unions are the most democratically run organization in this country. And that is a fact. The dictionary also offers a second definition of unity that better fits our labor movement. It says unity is a way of combining the parts of something so that they belong together and contribute to the whole. Let's listen to that again. A way of combining the parts of something so that they belong together and contribute to the whole. Unity is the strength of labor. Unity is the tool workers have to gain power. Unity is what workers have always used to make the incredible contributions to our country. Unity is the tool workers have to gain power. Power in the workplace, power in our community, power to negotiate strong contracts, power to build strong families, power to demand and get the respect we deserve. Unity is the tool we need. Unity is our past and it is our future. Let's not forget that, brothers and sisters. Unity transcends the narrow self-interest and provides a more expansive vision of what we can accomplish by standing together. It is a vision that encompasses the interests of working people as a whole, not just those in our immediate workplace or bargaining unit. those who sacrificed so much to give birth to our movement, the men and women who braved everything from economic hardship to Pinkerton bullets, knew that they were fighting for something bigger. Bigger than one contract on a particular shop floor. And so do we. Our forefathers and foremothers recognized that by fighting their individual battles, they were also fighting for something fundamental and transformative. A better and more just America for us all. Their rallying cry, our rallying cry, still echoes in union halls everywhere. An injury to one is an injury to all. Brothers and sisters, we are at a crossroads. Wisconsin workers know that our fight is not just about one governor or one pack of bad politicians. Our fight is about changing a system that rewards the unpatriotic millionaires and billionaires who really, they only care about their next golf game or their buddies at the country club and how they're going to make us work for less so that they can have more. Let me tell you, we've had enough of these individuals who have no loyalty to country or community. If this election cycle has shown us anything, it's that people are justifiably fed up. Fed up with a system that is rigged against them. Fed up with working longer and harder for less. Fed up with being disrespected. Fed up with seeing the middle class that we built, the rock on which our economy rests, being dismantled. As labor leaders, we have a responsibility to tell it like it is, and I know you do that every day. And we know that the well-funded groups like the Koch brothers are working behind the scenes to divide working people. They try to play on the worst aspects of human nature: fear, anger, envy. We all remember Scott Walker's infamous line about how to handle unions in Wisconsin. What was it? You remember what it was. Divide and conquer. Brothers and sisters, are we divided? No. Are we divided? No. Are we conquered? No. The Koch brothers, Diane Hendricks, through their puppet Scott Walker, they tried to demonize union workers during the Act 10 fight. Their messed up message wanted people to believe that the problem with our state's economy was that our kids' teachers had a decent health care and a pension. He wanted to tell us, the public workers, that we entrust to keep our communities and our families safe were to blame. No way. We know, and by the way, people know, workers know, that having strong unions in the workplace is the only way, the only true way to level the playing field. The key to a better life for any person who works is a union card. Now, we've got a presidential election that will determine our future. So, Donald Trump. Ooh. He wants right to work. He's against raising the minimum wage. And he says wages are already too high. He says he wants to bring jobs back to the U.S. But where does he make his stuff? Bangladesh, China, Honduras. And have you read his trickle-down tax plan? It gives the super wealthy individuals an average tax break of $1.3 million a year. That means the top 1/10 of 1% of taxpayers, people earning millions of dollars, get more tax relief than the bottom 60% combined. Let's get real here. Donald Trump, a so-called self-proclaimed populist billionaire, is about as likely as a vegan shark. But I sure wouldn't want to jump in the water to find out. We know, and the reason we have endorsed Hillary Clinton is because she has the experience, the judgment, and the decision-making proven ability to take our country in the right direction. Hillary Clinton has told us that she opposes bad trade deals like the TPP. Hillary Clinton has pledged to stand with organized labor. Hillary Clinton has pledged to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Hillary Clinton is our candidate for the President of the United States, and we will hear more about her vision for America when we welcome Congressman Tim Ryan from Ohio later on. And in Wisconsin, we're going to do our part to flip the U.S. Senate when we elect Russ Feigo. So now let's talk about the state Senate and state assembly. We'll hear more about the details when we welcome Senator Jennifer Schilling later on today and Representative Peter Barca tomorrow. I don't have to tell you how important these state races are. You already know. What is at stake here? We need to elect candidates up and down the ticket who support us, who support working people. We need politicians who are going to oppose the TPP. You know what the TPP is. It's a job killer. It's NAFTA on steroids. And we need to raise wages. And we need politicians to support at least a $15 minimum wage. People shouldn't have to work 2 or 3 jobs and still live in poverty. And we need to elect politicians who are serious about creating good-paying, family-sustaining, secure jobs. We know there are many pathways to get there, and one is preparing our young people, whether it's through high-quality apprenticeship programs in the building trades, our advanced manufacturing skills building programs, our high-quality technical colleges, or our University of Wisconsin system. These different ways of learning need to be accessible to all of our kids and to anyone who wants to learn new skills. Speaking about this college affordability issue is very important, and I'm knowing that very well myself. My son Nicholas is a senior at Rufus King High School in Milwaukee, and he's applying to colleges, well, I guess as we speak, one of these days, but every day these brochures keep flying through the house about college after college all across the country. And I'm looking at these and I'm saying, who is going to be able to afford these prices? Have you seen the cost of these colleges? They're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. So I told Nicholas that he better get good grades and he better pick a cheap college. Damn it. But we need to elect candidates who are going to take rebuilding our infrastructure with a boldness that we have not seen before. Our train system, don't get me started, but lots of us could have taken the train, the high-speed train here to Madison today. If it wasn't for you-know-who, Mr. High-Speed, I hate high-speed rail, Governor Scott Walker. And we need to rebuild our infrastructure and make good family-sustaining union jobs a reality. Hillary Clinton has said that she will invest in infrastructure and make the biggest job-creating program that we have seen since World War II. And we need candidates who will stand up and make sure our drinking water is safe. It is about making sure our water is kept as a public good. It's about making sure our water infrastructure is sound. You know what I'm talking about. Look at those laterals in Flint, Michigan. And you all know what we did right here in Wisconsin, right here with Wisconsin AFL-CIO, to stop that bill that would have privatized municipal water facilities across this state. Safe drinking water is a human right. Water is a union issue. Now, of course, organized labor historically becomes pretty popular with politicians in an election year. You know that. Candidates are falling over themselves for the chance to whisper their undying devotion into our ears. Brothers and sisters, it's time they stop whispering and start shouting their support for labor from the rooftops. And for those elected officials seeking our support, I say this. It's okay to use the word union in public. And like Hillary Clinton said, when unions are strong, America is stronger. Brothers and sisters, we've got a great lineup of speakers scheduled for you today. But before we begin, I hope you'll agree what will be a fascinating and educational few days at this convention. Let me take just a minute to talk candidly about where we are with the Wisconsin State AFL-CIO and where I think we as a movement should be going. First, let's talk about money. As I'm sure many of you have seen in your own organization, there's no denying that Act 10 and Right to Work have had an impact. For those of you who want more financial details are available in the Secretary-Treasurer's report. But the bottom line is this. As a result of several years of anti-union legislation, membership is down and per capita revenue has decreased. However, I am happy to report to you, despite these continued challenges and the relentless attacks on our unions, your Wisconsin State AFL-CIO remains strong. Thanks to your continued support, we have taken everything Scott Walker and his friends could throw at us, and we are still in the ring swinging. President Neuenfeld and I, along with our executive board of directors, have managed our finances carefully and have made tough and responsible decisions regarding our overall operation. And I do want to take just a moment to say what an honor it has been to work with my friend, President Bill Neuenfeld. I can't tell you how much I value President Neuenfeld's leadership, and thank you, Phil, for what you do every day. You're true blue. Let's give a hand to Bill Neuenfeld. And back to the finances. By significantly reducing expenses, we have lessened the impact of revenue losses and in the process built an organization that will stand the test of time. But going forward, it's clear. Our goal can't just be survival. It must be growth through organizing. These are challenging times for labor, but with great challenge comes great opportunity. Our union movement must never make the mistake of looking inward, trying to preserve what we have while ignoring the plight of workers outside our ranks. Solidarity with all working families has been a guiding principle of our labor movement from the very beginning, and frankly, sometimes one we've forgotten. All the way back to 1912, the great labor leader, Big Bill Haywood, summed it up very well when he told a group of striking workers, "Remember that you are fighting more than just your own fight. You are fighting for the entire working class, and you must stand together." Unity was our tool then, and unity is our tool now. If we truly accept and embrace our role as the cutting edge of a new, more expansive labor movement, we have the power to fundamentally change the conversation of millions of potential members, and we need to reach out to them. The organizer Saul Alinsky once observed, "Power goes to two poles, to those who got the money and to those who got the people." Brothers and sisters, we've got the people. Corporations have their money, but what do we have? We've got the people. What do we have? We've got the people. Wall Street has its money, but what do we have? We've got the people. That's right. Diane Hendricks and David Koch have their money, but what do we have? We've got the people. That's right. We've got the people, and in the days and months ahead, our goal should be nothing less that every worker, regardless of race, of gender, of nationality, or immigration status, we need to be active in every sector of our economy. Whether you work behind a screw-cutting lathe or in front of a kindergarten classroom, we want you. If you go to work and swing the boom of a crane or the handle of a mop, you belong in a union. If you wear a hard hat or a hair net, we'll make a place for you in the House of Labor. Some people say that this is a pipe dream, that conditions in our society won't allow it. To those people, we say, workers once only dreamed of an 8-hour day, of a safe workplace, of workers' compensation, of health care and a pension. But through hard work, struggle, and unity, keeping their eyes on the bigger prize, those who came before us made these dreams a reality. Our goals can be no less ambitious. No one person or organization can do this alone. On behalf of your Wisconsin State AFL-CIO, I invite you to share your ideas on bringing more workers into our House of Labor. Over the course of the next few days, put your thinking caps on, make organizing a topic in the hallways and over beers tonight. Write down your ideas on how to organize new workers. Share those. Write those ideas down and drop them at the desk at the registration table. Organizing has to be a renewed priority. Brothers and sisters, they say no one knows what the future holds. But I can tell you this. We know we will never give up our fight for economic justice. We will not give in to those who say labor's best days are behind us. We will continue to fight every day for every working man and woman. We will fight for a future where our sons and daughters will have hopeful opportunities for good jobs and loving families. Once again, each of us is being called on to protect and add to labor's proud legacy. I believe the best days of our movement are ahead of us, when we commit ourselves to spreading the word to a new generation of workers. Unions have been, are, and will remain the only true guardians of the American dream. Together, I look forward to working with each of you, each and every day. Solidarity. Thank you. Thank you.